Hi, my name is Neri Eduardo González de Jesus. I'm going to present my practical topic, which is the development of a facial recognition application as a method to control access to databases. My advisor is the engineer Gregorio Garcia Estrada. My topic is composed by the following: background, project motivation, problem definition, state of the art, objectives, hypothesis, methodology used, excluded activities, reference. Background. The concept is in general about data files being as from the need to be able to store a great amount of data. So with this great need and with the creation of computers, it could be perceived a great by that is great problem of storage could be solved. Different education technologies have emerged over the years. Access control is designed to control who has access to areas. Access control consists of the three steps: identification, authentication, and authorization. The facial recognition is more than 50 years old. A research team led by Woodrow W. Bledsoe conducted experiments between 1964 and 1966 to see if programming computers could recognize human face. Project motivation. The idea of the ST project was born from the great need to implement a security model for database systems, having as a priority to develop facial recognition software based on the engine face method. Problem definition. The companies make use of large amounts of information, which they intend to have a good manipulation. Some methods have been found that would help in the development of the security model for data systems, where greater data protection can be found. State of the art. As mentioned by Iparraguirre and Porras, 2022, there are different database security methodologies. For example, they mention that Al-Balawi studied an initiative that purported to be effective in hiding relevant information, detecting sensitive information, and promoting the making of choices. They mentioned that a new access management model was applied to calculate the users accessing the database according to the performance of the applied model. It was possible to demonstrate that the correct access permits were used and that positive results were obtained. Gomez Mojica, 2018, mentions that it aims to discover the vulnerabilities that SQL and NoSQL databases have used by companies to provide security for the large volume of information it must process. As Saldana Porras mentioned, he intends to develop a facial recognition system as a biometric access control to minimize the risk to which the personnel in general of institutions are exposed, but what is university or not. Oracle is a technology tool used by large companies for information management. So over time, the importance of security has grown, and with this version the flow of information is protected with data masking as well as data encryption. He mentions that there are several applications of facial recognition, ranging from social security to recreational applications such as virtual reality systems. Objectives: General: develop a facial recognition application use Python programming language in order to have a database access control which is implemented as a security method. Objectives specific: First, analyze each of the methods that could be applied for facial recognition and with which a better performance will be obtained. Second, point to develop the necessary software considering each of the factors that might delimit it in order to able to work on the theme and obtain the desired results. Perform sufficient testing to be able to make a complete analysis of what needs to be correct or improved to determine the efficiency or vulnerabilities of the software. Able to identify a person or the verify has or the identify by comparing him, analyzing the patterns, shapes and the proportions of his or the facial features and contours. Hypothesis: from the obtain of the cinematic and dynamic variables for the development of the facial recognition application, an analysis of the application system is performed, where each of the variables that exist in the environment are being considered, whether is luminosity, shadows, angles, obtaining a minimum margin of error. Thanks for the help of the algorithm, access to the database must be obtained through facial recognition. This is my schedule of activities, and the following is the flow chart of the facial recognition training. We start with acquisition and processing, continuing with face detection, moving on the method implementation. If it works, extracts the features, does the database populating and saves the files for recognitions. If it does not work, returns to acquisition and processing. These are my reference. Thanks for watching.